Hello and welcome to Passion Supernatural Podcast, the podcast where we discuss what we consider to be the best soap opera ever, Passions. Here we are on our 12th weekend. 12 weeks, people! Wow. Can't believe we made it this far. How y'all doing? My name is Joe Velasquez, appearing with my co-host, the lovely and special Casey Metcalf. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. Now, for those of you who tune into YouTube, can watch us for free every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Casey and I have come quite a long way discussing the late soap opera passions, and we love sharing our opinions with you. So if you want to get notified when a new episode airs, please just hit those like and subscribe buttons below. We love our subscribers, and I've been catching Casey up on the final season for a while now, haven't I?
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a long way, and we still got a long way to go for how far we've come and everything. And hey, everybody, don't worry. Even once Casey and I finish the series, we're still gonna be here. We're gonna continue this as long as we can. So don't worry, we ain't going nowhere. But yeah, we got a long way to go still. Yeah.
And after Passions, we can move on to something else.
Well, I mean, we'll have to see what else we can find and everything. But Passions is going to go on for a good long time. We're gonna continue discussing Passions. We're gonna keep trying to get guest appearances. So don't bail on us once we finish watching Passions. We're just gonna have to find other ways to keep the show going. So what we've seen so far. Where do we start, Casey?
Juanita got Paul and Teresa trapped.
Yep, got them hostage
in her house. Yep. And Juanita kept on saying she's going to shoot them, but she never does.
Yeah, seriously, I feel like a lot of times she's all talk so many times. I keep every time I watch that, I'm like, okay, so you say you're gonna kill him, so do it already. Don't just stand there saying you're going to, or don't just stand there and then think of another idea. Do it already, woman. Sheesh. Nobody's gonna take you seriously if you just stand there. Yeah,
Right.
and they actually, I mean, probably one of my favorite moments of this season and everything is, I mean, they freaking gave the amazing Lindsay Hartley something to sing and everything. She has a gorgeous, beautiful voice. Oh, I wish that I mean, I know they do a lot of those where the characters break out into song or they do musical theater parodies, but God, I wish that they I wish that they did that more often and everything. It just, ooh.
She did good. She did a good job.
Oh yeah, she's a beautiful singer. And apparently she's got albums. Apparently she's got albums out there and everything. I've never seen it or heard any of her albums, but apparently she's got them out there. I just wish I could hear more of her. So, but I mean, it's like God, what let's see. So she gets to sing in the season so far, and Vicky is still at it. Vicky is still trying to kill Ethan, really believing that he's got feelings for Esme. Dream on, Vicky. Dream on.
Yeah.
Ethan ain't gonna do anything to your Aunt Vicky. He is not the slightest bit interested in her. You're after the wrong guy.
But Esme likes Ethan like that, but Ethan's too focused on Teresa.
Correct. Yeah, Esme has the hots or whatever for Ethan, but no, Ethan ain't got no feelings on her. No. So instead, unfortunately, Vicky has accidentally stabbed Rebecca. Whoa. I did not remember that. It's been so long since I've watched the show. I forget she done that. So that's going on, and now I don't know who exactly it was. I really have no idea of who it was that called, but someone apparently called Ethan and told him, Teresa and Pilar are in Mexico and everything. I wish I knew who that was that gave him the call. And now he's starting to get a little bit fishy of Gwen and Rebecca. He's getting a little fishy or suspicious.
Asking them questions.
Hmm?
He was asking them some questions,
Yep.
saying, "Do you guys have anything to do with this? That why Teresa's in Mexico for?" And Gwen don't want to say anything because she's afraid
Yeah.
she might lose
Yeah.
Ethan forever.
And I tell you, I swear to God, for somebody who's like a mastermind doing all these bad things and everything, I tell you, she's a terrible liar. Her and Rebecca are terrible liars. They need to work on that
Mm,
if they want to go around doing bad stuff and everything. They are terrible at that part. They're gonna get busted really fast if they spill their guts, to the wrong person. Maybe they could fool Ethan, but I wouldn't go for that. I would continue to ask him questions. I wouldn't stop there.
yeah.
Um, yep. And so now, oh, and also, I mean, I guess we might as well bring this up while we're at it. Pretty is at large some more. She's doing more
Playing
stuff.
tricks on Fancy. Yep.
Hmm. It's all
Has
thanks
a little,
to
has a little, she has like a phone or something, a
remote
little
control.
tablet.
Yeah, it's a little remote
Yeah.
control. Yeah.
And she's trying to control Fancy to act stupid.
Yep. Yep. And
Yep.
like I said, she's got a tick in her head, and and
Hmm.
as of now, she's Fancy's completely, poor thing, has completely lost her mind and everything. And damn Pretty, I swear to God, she has just come between my favorite couple, Paloma and Noah. My favorite couple on the show has just been broken up thanks to freaking Pretty. I mean, Pretty ain't just hurting Fancy and Luis; she's hurting other people too. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. Um, I don't know if it's because they got a new actress or if they just decided to change the character. I don't know, but I really just do not like the writing of Paloma being such a stick in the mud. I mean, again, every single time I watch it, I love Anya Geelan. I think she does a great job as Paloma
Hmm.
with what she was given. I mean, no, she's not Silvana Arias, but she did a good job with what she was given. But every single time I watch her, I just think to myself, Silvana as Paloma, she would not act like this. I just can't see her being this, well, not believing on Noah. If Noah swears that he wasn't on Fancy, she was on him. I really think that Silvana would, believe him. I just feel like ever since they brought Anya on, she's just, I don't know, I mean, it just seemed so very very much like they were going to break them up when they got a recast. And so
Yeah.
again, I don't blame Anya. It's all about the writing and the makers and everything, but still, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they decided to just change the character, or if they or if it's because they got a new actress. I don't know, but sadly they're broken up for the time being. And it's like I was telling Casey, without spilling my any beans or anything, um this is like the longest that they are broken up. I mean, of the other times that they've broken up and Paloma has given him another chance and everything, this time they're going to be broken up for a while, not permanently, but for a while. So we're going to be seeing Noah try to get Paloma back for a good long time, for a good while and everything, sadly, and it's going to kill me every time I watch those moments. um yeah.
And Chroma can't trust him now.
What's that?
Guess what? Now Paloma can't trust Noah because what she's seen
Yeah.
now.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, there really wasn't any problems between Noah and Paloma when Silvana was on. It wasn't until Anya came on that the problems started, occurring. Yeah, because when Silvana was on, it was all about them being cute and lovey-dovey, and then they finally got engaged, and you know, and yeah, so that's probably, but there wasn't really any problems when they were together. But when Anya came on, that's when the problems started. Um, and and believe me, I'm not gonna tell you what, Casey, but I will just say that even once they solve the problems here, even once they fix this whole thing up where Paloma can actually trust Noah, their problems aren't over. In a way, in a small way, I don't know what the word is, but in a small way, they kind of become just as much of a focus as Ethan and Teresa. I mean, once they solve this problem where Paloma feels that her and Noah can patch things up again and become a couple again, there's going to be another problem between them. I'm not going to tell you what, but there's going to be another problem to where before you know it, they're going to be going down the same kind of road that Ethan and Teresa have gone down. It's kind of interesting seeing Noah and Paloma go down that road.
Yeah.
Yep. Um, and now that Ethan knows what's going on about Mexico and everything, he's gathered up Luis and Miguel, which I love this. I love seeing these three guys work together.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's just so incredibly interesting. I could imagine Ethan and Luis doing this, but I never imagined Miguel actually teaming up with them. So now it's all three of them. I love it. I love seeing that. And
Yeah.
just seeing these three awesome guys, doing the stuff.
And
Uh,
Paloma too, because Paloma's a cop too, and Sam.
yeah, but she's not going with them to Mexico. It's just them going to Mexico. She's not going with them to Mexico. Um,
Yeah, I know, but
But yeah, I
she's
mean, she is a cop though. Yeah, I could bet you almost anything. I mean, because with her being a cop and Luis being a cop, they probably both would take down Juanita in a heartbeat, if you know what I mean. Paloma would probably kick her ass because she's such a strong fighter, and Luis is just a great cop. So, but anyways, I mean, oh man, let's see. Oh, and also currently right now, Luis doesn't even believe Noah. I tell you, man,
no,
these people are really ganging up on Noah. It's Fancy's fault, damn it. And well, not even Fancy's, it's Pretty's fault. So,
yeah.
yeah. Um, um,
So
hmm,
she can get Louise.
what's that?
Pretty's doing that because so she can get Louise back
Hmm.
to come back to her.
Yeah,
So she's trying to do
pretty
whatever it takes for that to happen.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty's pretty badly wanting Louise all to herself and everything. And also, it's apparently there's three women after Louise right now. Louise really
Yeah.
gets around. I tell you, Ethan's lucky he's got two. Louise has got three. So, I mean, poor Miguel and Noah never had that many women chasing after them. So, but
Well, McGill did have Charlie and Kay at
right,
one point.
right. But really, when it came to Miguel, um, if you think about it, um, I mean, Charity for a good long time. I can't. Again, I wasn't watching when the original Charity was on Molly, even
Mm,
though she's better than the one I saw. Um, I don't just from looking back and everything, I don't think she ever really found out that Kay was necessarily doing anything evil. I don't think she ever found out or whatever. So basically, if you really think about it, it was just Kay chasing after Miguel because Charity always had Miguel from the beginning and everything. Kay was the only one chasing him and everything. Um,
mm.
so um, yeah, exactly. Um, so I just feel that it was only Kay that was chasing after him. Charity had him from the start, and then she just
Yeah.
voluntarily left town and everything. She voluntarily left and everything, and when she came back, Miguel wasn't interested in her anymore, so he wanted Kay. So, but um, hmm,
And then
uh,
when Rebecca got stabbed,
yeah, as I mentioned,
well, I mean, too bad she didn't get killed.
yeah, I like how you say that. Yeah, kill
Uh,
her.
I think Never can stand Rebecca, how she acts.
Like
She was
I
mean
said
to
before,
Teresa.
ever since Andrea Evans took over the role, she is just freaking annoying. I mean, not only is she evil, but she's annoying. I want Maureen McCormick back. Not that I didn't like Andrea. I like Andrea. She's a great actress and a great Rebecca, but I think that Maureen was better, even though she was only on for like, what, 4 or 5 episodes.
Mm, it's her kept her on.
Well, the thing of it is just I don't know for sure. I really don't know for sure, but I told my roommate that I get a very, very big feeling because again, Maureen McCormick is Marsha Brady. So in order to get somebody that big, and again, this is just my opinion. I don't know. I would need to ask somebody from Passions. I wonder if Mackenzie Westmore would know. But um um I only get a feeling that it was because Maureen McCormick is such a big actress, a legendary actress as Marsha Brady. I just get this feeling that she might be a little too expensive to keep on the show. I just think that they would have to pay her big money to keep her on. And so I get a feeling that they probably only had her just just until they could find an actual actress to play her. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I mean, until I hear the
Probably.
story, that's just what I think. I mean, they do that sometimes. I mean, why do you think after Taylor left as the role of Kay, the very first Kay Taylor, after she left, I think her name was like Gina or something. I can't remember her name. The actress that took over for her, she was only there just until they could find an actress to play the role. The actress that took over for her, she was only there until they could find a new actress, and then it became Deanna Wright, and then Deanna Wright left and Heidi took over. So yeah,
Mm,
they do that. There are times where they will just bring another actor on just to fill in the gaps until they can find a new actor. Sometimes they'll bring another actor on just to finish up filming and all this. Like if a character is still filming, but the actor left or died or something or whatever, they'll bring in another actor just to fill in the recording things or whatever, and then they'll wrap it up. Or they do that at times. Sometimes they just bring in an actor just to temporarily play the part, and then they bring on the new one, or the character is gone completely. So yeah.
yep.
Hmm. But that's just my opinion. I don't know if that's why Maureen wasn't on entirely, but that's just what I think. I really think she's just so expensive. And these
Uh,
actors, a lot of these actors, a lot of these actors, they they charge. It's not like the studio can decide how much to pay them. The actors have agents and they decide, how much they want to be paid and stuff like that. It depends on how big they are. I mean, like for an example, I seriously doubt that they could actually afford somebody like Johnny Depp or,
yep.
somebody like that. They wouldn't be able to afford somebody like him. Their budget is too small. So that's just an example, but you kind of get what I mean. It depends on how big the actor is. But also Tabitha's getting pretty pissed off and everything. She's really, really,
At
really,
McGill, yep.
yeah, she's
Good.
really like, I'm telling you, the more times I watch it, she could be out of that situation in 2 minutes if she just, do what witches do. Don't take blackmail from a mortal. God,
No.
when a mortal stands up to a witch, the witch is gonna win. I can't believe these writers are actually making Tabitha go along with that. And
Tabitha ain't gonna listen.
what's that?
Tabitha's not gonna listen.
Yeah, and I mean, and even Miguel or whatever, I mean, again, I love this guy, I really do. He's my favorite character, but he's acting now. He's kind of sounding a little bit selfish.
Bossy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bossy and selfish a little bit now because he just, again, I mean, seriously, now we're talking about his mother and his sister being in danger. They could end up dead and everything. And Tabitha and Kay can fix it in 2 seconds, but no, he's being a stick in the mud about magic. Not
I
Blair's
know,
fault, but still.
I know magic's bad, but that's in that situation, he just wanted to snap the fingers and they all right
Everything,
there.
yeah. I mean, I understand what Miguel is saying and everything, or whatever about,
Yeah,
he wants the people he loves to be happy, but using magic to make them happy isn't right. I get it, but at the same time, it's worth it. Again, I really just don't feel that any person on this planet would actually act that way if he found out that he was engaged to a witch and that there was actually a witch that he knew and everything. If he actually knew, if I was him, I'd be taking advantage, if you know what I mean. I'd be asking Tabitha to make things happen for me,
oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, especially with how broke we're all doing right now. So I would really like, I mean, money could just appear out of the sky and everything, or like Kay mentioned when Miguel first made her take the oath, she could give them a big house and all that stuff. But no, he's being stubborn. I'm like, seriously, there's no human being that's gonna act like this.
Yeah, if only they like just mental or summon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's, I mean, I told you, Casey, as we were watching, I just get a feeling because the writers are just so bad with that writing that when they finally brought Miguel back, I just get this feeling that they thought to themselves, we got to give him something to do or whatever. He's not after Charity anymore. He's got Kay now as his fiance and everything. So that's all he's been doing the whole time the two actors have been on the show. Jesse was after Charity, Adrian was after Kay. We got to give him something else to do. And then they come up with this crappy writing that he's got to be against magic and everything. I'm like, seriously, they couldn't give him something better to do. I mean,
Mm.
seriously, there's like so many things, especially with this amazing actor Blair Redford, especially with somebody as awesome as he is. They could give him a lot to do. I mean, I doubt this would happen, but I've been saying this for a very, very, very long time about the actor Blair. I doubt that this would ever happen on Passions, but I've actually been thinking for a very long time that with Galen Gehring being on Days of Our Lives and he plays a cop, Rafe is a cop, I've been constantly thinking over and over and over again. I think it would really, really be awesome for Blair to join Days of Our Lives. He could be related to Rafe and he could be a cop himself. I'm like thinking now
Mm.
that would really be awesome to see those two as cops. And I'm like thinking they couldn't have, I don't know, they couldn't have Miguel try to become a cop himself along with his brother and sister. Now that would be interesting. Or they could have had him, I don't know, like discussing with Kay and Tabitha about what kind of magic to do next and have them all work together. No, he doesn't have magic himself, but he could, just work together with them. But no, they come up with this crappy writing that he doesn't want them to use magic. And before you know it, it becomes annoying. We all love their magic and everything. We don't want to see them stop just because he tells them to. So that's just my opinion. I feel like they just ran out of ideas and they came up with this terrible writing idea to have him. I mean, I never watched Bewitched or whatever. I never watched that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to, yeah.
But why am I getting a feeling that Darren was like this with his wife and everything? I don't know the characters' names. I'm just saying I really,
Samantha,
yeah.
Samantha, and then her mom Tabitha. Oh, yeah, her mom. Forget her mom's name was. You know she's buried in Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yep,
No, I did not know
yep, yep. She's buried in Ohio, in Dayton actually.
that.
Yep,
Huh.
Samantha's mom. Yep. on
Mm.
Bewitched.
Yeah, I never watched Bewitched. I only there's really only two actors that I'm familiar with and only one character that I'm totally familiar with, and that's Uncle Arthur. I am like very familiar with Uncle Arthur. I love Paul Lynde,
Mm.
who played him and everything. I'm a huge Paul Lynde fan. I also know actress Agnes Moorehead, who was on the show, but I don't know her character. I don't know any of that stuff. But any episodes that Uncle Arthur appeared on, oh, I love Paul Lynde. I wish he was still alive. He was such a great actor and comedian and all that, and a great singer too. He was in a musical too. But that's really all I know about Bewitched. But I'm getting a feeling that Miguel is kind of becoming something of Darren from Bewitched or whatever. Again, I don't know if there was any blackmail on the witches in that, but that's just my thought. I don't know. I never watched it.
Mm.
I never saw the movie. I never saw the show. So, but yeah, I mean, but that's just what I'm feeling about Miguel and everything. I just, oh, I wait, just wait until you see the kind of stuff that he does in Mexico with him and Luis and Ethan. Once they get to Mexico, Miguel's personality or whatever the word is starts to get a little bit more interesting because he's not constantly nagging on Kay and Tabitha. He's actually doing some really interesting things. Um,
Yep.
Yep. And like I said, there's something that happens in Mexico. I'm gonna wait until it comes up, but it's so funny. There's something that happens in Mexico that Eric Martzoff remembers really fondly that he gets a laugh out of every time he
Mm.
talks about. And he said that would not happen in real life and all that or whatever. And I'm like thinking, oh God, I could just imagine. So, but oh, and that I mean, I guess that's also something else. Even though Juanita had Teresa and Pilar, they did manage to escape,
Yep.
which good brain thinking there. Yeah, that's very, very good brain
And
thinking.
Paul and Teresa was getting ready to take off on the boat, but they can't get the boat started.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, they can't get that damn boat to go and everything, and so now they're on the run again. Um,
And I said something, Will, if that was me, I would swim across there, but you
and
never
I
know
said
what's
you're
wrong.
crazy. I said you're crazy because I mean, again, you got to remember that's big waters. You don't know where you're going and everything, and there's sharks out there. There's no you gotta be in a boat in order to get out there. There's no way that
You
that,
can,
again, that's one of the things I love about him. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, and I don't think I'm giving anything away by saying this, but that's one of the things I love about the three guys, Ethan, Luis, and Miguel, that they're gonna get to do. They're actually gonna be like on a
yep.
boat. They're gonna be fighting danger. It's really gonna be really cool seeing them out there fighting danger and all that stuff. It's not that this is a real action scene out there in Mexico. So you're gonna be
Well, I mean, it's a family member, you know. They wanted to protect the family.
right. It's the best thing to do.
You know,
And it's
if
also
I was to say, if I was in trouble, my sister and brother and other sister would be here in a heartbeat.
they really care about you, how you guys are close.
Yep.
Nice.
I
That's
know my older sister will. She is overprotective of me.
oh,
Yep.
overprotective sis, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's also really really cool that I mean Luis is a cop, so that helps out. I mean he can't really excuse me, he can't really do all that much out in Mexico because it's outside of his jurisdiction, but I mean, he's a trained police officer. He's still, he can wield a gun and all that stuff or whatever. I mean, I would have thought that they would have. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it would be a good idea or not, but I thought Luis would have invited Sam to go along with them. But I mean, again, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, Sam's not family and everything. He's just a family friend. He's not family.
Mm.
Ethan is Teresa's lover, and Miguel and Luis are her brothers. So I guess that kind of adds up. But I'm like thinking, I'm surprised that they didn't bring Sam to have an extra cop on their side. But again, it's outside of their jurisdiction, so they can't really do all that much. All they can do is really go out there and defend the girls, the women, and everything. They can't, I don't think
Because
they take arrests.
they're not from Mexico. They from Harmony, so they have to do everything that's happening in Harmony, not in Mexico.
Right.
It's two different
Exactly.
states. Yep.
Exactly. Um, but and we're still in now that we're in the month of February, people. We actually finished the whole month of January. Now that we're going into the month of February, there's going to be other characters, either returning and all, probably most likely returning and all that stuff. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Casey, there's even going to be one character returning that I'm sure you probably forgot all about. I forget what month they come back or whatever. I don't know if it's um because again, Noah and Paloma are going to be broken up for a while, so I mean, um I can't remember what month they come along or whatever, but somebody that I'm sure you probably forgot all about since you've seen all the earlier episodes and I didn't. But somebody does come back and everything, and so I don't know if you'll remember them or not. Um, it's something to do with Noah and Paloma. It's more hell on their part. So,
Mm.
yep. Um, it's just a shame that they didn't bring Charity back again, but that would probably bring in more tension for Kay and Miguel.
Yeah, more
I mean,
equal
I
in
bet you
Harmony.
I could already envision it already. Charity comes back and everything, and then before you know it, Kay has no choice but to break her word to Miguel and start using magic on Charity. That'll really trigger Kay to use magic. She'll be like, "I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Miguel, I have to. I'm not gonna lose you again, zap." um, um, but yeah, I mean, some other characters will be coming back. Some you remember and some you don't. Um, boy, what else has been going on or what is to come without me spoiling anything? Um, I mean, I don't know if any of you all out there in the world, I don't know if all you fans out there would know or whatnot. I was actually saying to Casey while we were watching, I was actually saying that originally Casey and we were kind of wondering how is it that these characters are able to just get a ticket, board a plane, and freaking leave the country like it's nothing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, seriously. I mean, out here in our world, we would have to pay big money to get a freaking plane ticket to go out of the country and all that. I
You
mean,
have to
go
you
ahead.
have to have money. You have to plan the trip. You have to get someone. If you got pets, you have to have someone to come and help you out to take care of the pets when
Mm-hmm.
you're gone.
Yeah.
You just cannot pack up and go. You
Exactly. And
know.
these characters are just, I understand it's TV and things are
Yep.
fiction, but this is a little bit, how do they do it? Or whatever, you know? I mean, and especially for how Pilar got there so fast and everything. We didn't even see her board a plane and fly out there. She was there quick. I mean,
Yep.
how long did Juanita have Teresa held hostage before Pilar showed up? But 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 then, like I said, while it is still a little bit of a question as to how they make that happen, why am I getting a feeling that maybe because Harmony is a fictional town, why am I getting a feeling that Mexico might be just a nearby country, and maybe that's why it's so easy for them to remote or whatever. I mean, it is still another country. It's still another country, but because again, Sam and Luis, they can't do anything in Mexico because it's outside of their jurisdiction. But why am I getting a feeling that maybe it's not that far away country? Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's like only an hour flight or two or something like that, 1 or 2 hours of a flight. And then they're there. All of you, if any of you all now out there, please tell us what you think or whatever in the comments below. We want to know, how do the people of Harmony leave the country that easily?
I wish it was that easy in real life.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I've been wanting to go to the UK for God knows how long and everything, but I ain't got that kind of money. I've got a passport sitting up there, but I ain't got no money.
I want to go to the Bahamas or I want to go to Aruba someday. But I don't have that kind of money. I
Yeah,
need. I would save. I have to save back for like a year or two. for that.
Right.
Keep on saving, but it's hard to do sometimes.
It's very hard. Yeah, 'cause like I said, I've got a passport, but I ain't got the money for a ticket. That just permits you to leave the country. It doesn't make it so that you can actually, you know, fly for free or anything. Um, so yeah, please, people, if anybody knows the answers, comment section below. We'd love to hear what you all think. Like I said, I really just think that maybe it's nearby, and maybe that makes it easier for them to do it. Because again, we already have Teresa and Pilar in Mexico trying to escape. Luis, Ethan, and Miguel are on their way there now. And I'm not going to tell you who, but other characters are also going to arrive in Mexico later on too to help out. I'm not going to tell you who, but later on others will be joining up there too, and we're going to be like, where'd they come from?
Mm.
And how long did it take them to get there? So, but so yeah, all I can say is I think that with her fiance out there in Mexico, I really think that Kay ought to just break her promise to Miguel and keep an eye on him or something. I don't know, use Tabitha's magic bowl or something and do whatever she can if she doesn't want to lose the man that she has loved since she was a kid and everything. Um, I mean, I think breaking a promise to Miguel is worth it. I really think that he's being, like you said, a little bit bossy and stuck up and everything, if you know what I mean. All I can think to myself is just imagine if he was to get shot and be on the brink of death or whatever. He would probably be like, no, Kay, no, don't save me. Just let me die. Let me die. Don't use magic. And I would be like, oh my God, I could just imagine.
I don't, I don't want you to die. I want you to be with me forever, kind
Exactly.
of thing. Yeah.
Exactly. And Miguel's like, no, I'm sorry. I can't let you use magic. I have to. There's one dead character. Basically, let's say on his gravestone, one dumb man. He had a witch right there that could save his life, and he turned her down.
A good witch. Yep.
Yep, yep. But yeah, I think Kay ought to keep an eye on him or something. I mean, Tabitha's got Endora to worry about, so I mean, what does she care? Um, um, I'm still trying to get a hold of people. I haven't really messaged Dylan Fergus. I'm trying to give him a little bit of a break. I'll get in touch with him again sometime or whatever. I just don't want to seem like I'm harassing him to where I become a big bother or anything. But I'll message him again at some point. And he did say that he would like to join in. It's just about getting him. And now with the holidays coming up, who knows when anybody will, yeah. Um, but yeah, we just got to keep trying, Casey. We got to keep trying. We got to keep reaching out to people. You got Facebook. I'll manage Instagram. There's
Mm.
really not very many people, answering around or whatever. But I got one or two friends who might be able to do a thing or two, be able to help me out a little bit. I don't know what happened. Silvana actually said that she was going to reach out to Eva Tamargo for us and stuff like that. And I think she even said that she would reach
Never
out to
hold back.
Caitlin. No, I never heard back. I'll message her again, though. She is a sweetheart. It just takes her a while if she responds at all. It just takes her a while. She might be a very busy woman.
Maybe with her job and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, these people, especially like I said, what with the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving's coming up, and then Christmas. Um,
Yep.
It's a shame that we've already passed by Christmas and Harmony and everything. We could be saving those Christmas episodes for actual Christmas, but we've already passed by, and unfortunately, we don't get another Christmas in Harmony because the show ends in August. So, but yeah, there's, like I said, there is a bit more to go. We still have a number of months: February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. August. 7 months.
Mhm.
Seven
Yeah,
seven more
seven.
months to go. Yeah, seven more. Well, at least more like 6.5 if you think about it, because it ends right in the middle of August. So it's more like 6.5. But we still have that many more months to go, so we better enjoy it. Yep. Man, you've really helped me
Mhm.
relive my favorite season of Passions, and oh man, it just seems so long since I've watched the show. I miss it. I miss
Yeah, I
having
miss it
I
too.
miss having, having something to again, I would come home from school and I'd or not the school, but my transition. Well, actually, it was a little bit of school now that I think about it. I was still in high school when I started watching it, but I would come home from school and I'd come home from my transition program and I'd watch it on my DVR and everything. And then, like I said, for the final season, my father would get the episodes and put them onto DVD for me, and that was really, oh man.
And I had to watch them from online on
When
passions.com.
oh yeah, and then you ended up missing it when it moved to DirecTV because it was no longer on there anymore.
Yeah, when it was the last day for it, I was so upset. I'm
Well,
like,
I'm glad you and I
really?
met because I'm able to help fill you in.
Yep,
Yeah.
me too.
And then you can basically, and like I said, they're all on YouTube, crappy quality, but like I said, I actually have them from when they very first aired, and I'm coming to realize the quality that I have on DVD is a hell of a lot better than what they have on YouTube. I have the whole final season on DVD. I got other episodes too, but I got the whole final season on DVD because my father would get them all, and stuff like that. I think the majority of the others that I have, I either burned them to DVD from my DVR or I downloaded them off of YouTube, and so it really just depends. I really just have to go through my collection and see which ones are from the actual airings or from YouTube. I miss those little ads that would play on passions.com or ndc.com or whatever before each episode. Whenever you would go to play it before you watch it, they would air a little ad or whatever. I missed that little ad, like sunny side, say
Yeah.
the sunny side of life. I'm like, I'm
Mm.
like thinking to myself, God, I wish I knew the name of that song. I want to find it on YouTube. Like, I remember like some of the lyrics, but I can't remember, the full. I miss those ads back when everything was so good. Everything is so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now today everything is not the same when it used to be
not at all.
today.
Not at all. It's boring. It's dull. Passions was just one show from the 90s that just really flowed into the 2000s. And despite its cheesiness and its crazy storyline, it just, it was different. It was really enjoyable.
Yes, it was.
I'll miss it.
I wish we could talk to somebody about
I don't even know who
getting
the
it back
makers
on.
were. I mean, James E. Riley's dead, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who else. Yeah,
We'll direct it now. Yeah.
yeah. But you know what, folks? The clock has just said that we are out of time. Yeah, this one went by quick. We just finished our 12th episode. Wow. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. We had fun. I hope we had fun. Um,
Yep.
if you missed today, that's okay. Tune in next Sunday to watch the podcast right here on YouTube. We're trying our very hardest to find more Passions guest appearances, but we need your help. If any of you know of ways we can reach out to cast members of Passions, please let us know once again, just in the comments section below. And if you're a fan, as we are, we'd love to have you as a guest appearance. Just in the comments, leave us your name and your social media, and we can find you on. And one of us will definitely reach out to you. We'd love to have you on board. everyone, Harmony Spirit will live on as we continue our supernatural podcast. And we thank you so much for tuning in. So until next weekend, I'm Joe.
And Casey Metcalf.
And see you all next Sunday. But until then, remember, you are our passion for life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And everybody, have a good one. God bless, people.
Bye.
And kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet.